to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got it in the middle. It's Turner. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job out of running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back on the move. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
BYU with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Tollefson. Right on the money. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This time they'll go to the running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. BYU lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Arizona's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Kept it and he's past the marker. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson will throw. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. On the run, it's Turner.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. That's reeled in. It's strong. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great... Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense onto the field again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. They're working that left side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. BYU trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air, it's Tollefson. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
3rd and 4.
He's got it. First down and more. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. BYU has this offense clicking. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Richardson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Ford. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Slams it ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Catch in the middle. It's Strong. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Got his man quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strong. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Turner. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Anderson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Finds a man in the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Arizona comes out with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Cougar! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 17 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you fellows, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a drive there of 84 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Dumps it to the back. Got a man, it's Turner. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. He's looking to throw on third and short. Makes the catch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Floating away. Got room to work. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Cougars have a lot of options on second and inches.
Line trumpet! Line trumpet!
Looking for space. It's Turner. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Trick 9B.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Big time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Anderson will throw. Gets it out quickly. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Richardson.
I just love the awareness there, understanding where he is. He didn't get the first down, but he gets out of bounds. He knows he has a timeout in his back pocket. So he's still putting his offense in position here to drive the field, score, and win this game.
He's going to take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking downfield on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Arizona. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
How about that play? Late in the ball game, you need a play. You throw it up to your guy, and he makes the play. That is execution at its best in the clutch moments. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Strong. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
They just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
He'll take another shot here. Ball is incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just want